Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins. And tonight I wanted to just talk about Zombicide a bit. Obviously, a lot of hype going on with Zombicide at the moment, thanks to the incredibly successful Marvel Zombies campaign. As you can see, over $5 million at this point, with 4 days to go. So come on, absolutely smashing it again. But I wanted to talk about it because I saw a comment on Facebook, which I can't claim credit for at all, but it seemed like a fantastic summation of what Zombicide kind of has become. And it's a bit of a shock to me as someone who is still less than 2 years in the hobby. And basically, that person called Zombicide the FIFA of board games, which I don't think it's not meant as an insult as such, because obviously, 20 years ago, if you were calling something FIFA of board games, then yes, it would be an insult. But obviously the FIFA games are a much better quality now. But what they were talking about, obviously, is the volume of the games. Again, something that surprised me when I looked into it, and the regularity of the games. And, FIFA is famous for its yearly updates with incremental changes. They get a few bullet points on the box and, change a few layout of menus and repackage it as a brand new game, and people throw their money at Electronic Arts and just spend an absolute fortune. And yeah, so I went back and looked on Kickstarter. So obviously we've got Marvel Zombies, which is on now. Green Horde, that's 2. Invader for 3. Undead or Alive, Season 3. So we're up to 5. Zombicide, Black Plague, Zombicide 2nd Edition. Night of the Living Dead, a Zombicide game, and Zombicide Season 2. So if you're including Night of the Living Dead, and I'm not sure how closely that ties into the Zombicide main games because I haven't played it, but obviously it's labelled a Zombicide game, so I am going to include it under the umbrella of Zombicide. So that is 10 Kickstarter campaigns around Zombicide from Come On Games. When you go down and then drill into the first one, the campaign for this first one, again, I'm used to looking at this on my phone, so I don't know where the campaign end date would be on the website. But basically, the campaign funded and completed in May 2012. So less than 10 years ago. So a fraction under 10 years ago, the first Zombicide campaign hit. And including that one, we have now had 10 in under 10 years. And from my limited experience in board gaming so far, that seems extraordinary. I know companies are quite often able to get a big game out like every year, like Awakened Realms had sort of Tainted Grail, then Etherfields, then Nemesis, and then coming back round to ISS Vanguard and obviously language editions and things. So there's a lot of work and everything going on there. But Come On are doing those games. They've got Masters of the Universe. What else have they got going on? Ankh has come out recently. Marvel United X-Men was a massive campaign for them. The animation collection, Massive Darkness 2, which obviously I backed, then pulled out, and I'm now tempted by again. So they're churning out massive campaigns on a very, very prolific schedule. And I guess for Zombicide to be every year getting that yearly update with seemingly, from the outside, I haven't played them all, so take it with a grain of salt, but it does appear to be Zombicide with a slightly different theme, whether that's Black Plague in the medieval times, Cowboys with Undead or Alive, Marvel with Marvel Zombies, etc. And then huge amounts of plastic and expansions and minis, these campaigns. The pledge levels are huge. And, just looking at it, let's look into the Marvel Zombies campaign. So at the moment, this is obviously less than a year since the last Zombicide Kickstarter, which was Undead or Alive, which I think was finished Q2 last year. So less than a year, we've got onto this next one. We got the Resistance. I mean, if you go into the highest pledge, you've got the Galactus pledge at 410 with this horrendously oversized mini that does look incredible. And I do find myself being very tempted. But you're looking at $410 for the all in. I mean, you can just get the base game for only $130, but if you're like me, you're not going to be going for the base game. Hello, Binks. And then you get down to the extras, because obviously I called it the all in. It isn't the all in. You've got the Fantastic Four Under Siege expansion for an extra 50, Hydra Resurrection extra 50, Guardians of the Galaxy extra 40, so you're at 550 now. We've got the Artist Special Edition set, which is a few more characters. So again, if you want all the characters, it's an extra 25. And the plastic tokens, I think, was updated today. And then if you want the extra dice as well, you're running up over $600 at this point. Then you're looking at shipping. And, if you're getting the Galactus pledge, I'll look at UK. So 81 if you're going one-wave shipping, $110 if you're going two-wave shipping. So if you've bought everything, and they do state that these shippings do not include optional buys, so you can assume if you're buying everything, this $110 figure is going to be, well, it's not going to be right. It's going to be higher than that. It may even push up 120, 130, up to 150. Who knows? On top of what is already $600+. And then as a UK backer, you're then putting VAT on top of that, which is now another $130 on top of that. So you're pushing $800. And that's at this point. I mean, knowing previous Come On campaigns, we've got 4 days to go. There will probably be another expansion to come out. Then they'll announce the all-in. So I would think if you wanted to go all in on this game, you're going to be looking at $800. And I've got no problem spending a lot of money. I mean, Etherfields is probably $600 to $650 that I pledged. And Massive Darkness 2 was originally, I think it was around $500 for the all-in plus shipping at the time. And then obviously they didn't make it clear VAT was to be charged in addition because those rules hadn't come in the campaign. They came in the year after when the Pledge Manager opened. But it's an enormous amount of money. And I know it's a very well-established game, established creator with a fantastic, hugely popular IP, which did great stuff for Marvel United for them. The minis look amazing. And obviously a lot of people in the industry love the game and talk about it in glowing terms. But I just wonder who is backing these Zombicides every year. I mean, the amount of boxes you're getting in this. The amount of boxes you'll be getting in previous campaigns if you're going all in. Let's just go, I don't know, Green Horde. You're getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes of plastic and expansions and things. And is it possible to keep up with that? Are you getting anywhere near playing with all of these expansions in under a year and getting enough playthrough in under a year to then warrant backing another one? It just seems an extraordinary frequency. And, all due respect, come on. I mean, as again, the sort of FIFA comparison, go for it. I am not criticizing them in any way, shape, or form. If they're able to create a yearly update of a well-loved game that the fans still love, then it's a win-win. If the fans are happy, brilliant. If the company's making money, brilliant. All power to them. Go for it. It's just, it's extraordinary to me. I mean, I haven't seen, or I'm not aware of, and it may just be a lack of knowledge on my part, anything else in this space that has this sort of turnaround as Zombicide does. And it's just extraordinary, to be honest. I'm astounded at the sheer volume of it. And I really do hope that each of these games and everyone who's backed it is more than happy with the games they receive, because, all power to them. They are churning out very popular games at an incredible speed, and almost alarming speed, to be honest. Uh, but yeah, let me know what you think. How many Zombicide games have you backed? Do you go all in? Do you just get the base game? Are you the sort of person who knows Zombicide games will hold their value, if not even increase in value, when the campaign goes? So, are a lot of these backers people who are looking to bounce their copies to make profit, which is obviously a thing? Or if you do get them all, do you go all in? Do you get through all the content? And if so, do you play any other games, or is Zombicide enough for you? It's I genuinely just want to understand the mindset of it, because yeah, I mean, FIFA baffles me enough that people are willing to spend 50, 60 quid every year just to get the updated team lineups and then throw God knows how much money at Ultimate Team. But each to their own. As long as everyone's happy, then and not hurting anyone, it's fine. But yeah, let me know. But that is this video. So thank you very much for watching. Look after yourself, stay safe, and have a good one. Bye bye now.